are really, really excited to be joined in this section of the episode by Ireland's Eurovision 2024 representative, Bambie Thorne. It feels so good to say that.
Yeah, it feels so nice to hear that as well.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. I'm coming down from the excitement. I don't actually know if I'm coming down. I might be lying. It's just maybe sunk in a little bit more. Yeah, floating still, obviously, but I feel great. I feel full of love.
Oh, as you should.
Yeah,
we've got to say, you know, the performance itself was amazing, and we'll touch on it. But post Eurosong, you have been smashing it left, right, and center. Your songs have been in the charts. The performance itself is number 1 on YouTube still. You haven't left the top 10 iTunes charts either. Radio play, interviews left, right, and center. Bambie, something special is happening. Something special is happening.
Yeah, something crazy is definitely happening. It is. I don't know. It's such a rush. I mean, it feels like it's such a rush. Obviously, I've been working for so long, and so I'm like, okay, it's right that it's happening, and people are like finding on my old music as well and being like, oh my god, what? And yeah, it's a whirlwind, and it is kind of just it was like a big I don't know, like a big avalanche almost. And I don't really know. I don't think anyone could prepare me for how hard it was about to like hit, or how much response it would get. Like it's even in British press as well. Like and I don't know. It was crazy.
Bambie, we have to say as well, we were in the Late Late studio on Friday night, along with a lot of other Irish Eurovision fans, and the atmosphere in that studio was electric. It was like there was this shift in atmosphere towards Bambie Thug. Like the panel were on your side, the studio audience were like urging the public on your side. It was like the audience were reaching through the cameras to the TV. We were saying vote for Bambie. You know, even before it got to the results, how did you feel with people being so behind you in the studio?
I was totally dissociated with the whole thing. But I felt very held. I definitely felt all the love. I was surprised that the studio audience were so much Bambie, because I obviously knew that my friends, my family were there, but I didn't expect the rest of the people that I didn't really know to be so behind me. Also, shout out to that the girl who keeps getting tagged in that when you realize you're on TV. I love her.
That's our friend Alex. She's part of the Éirevision team.
I love Alex. She was talking about me sign as well. Yeah,
we believe your dancers deposited her with that sign. Is that right?
Yeah, she didn't arrive to the venue with it.
Yeah, she was just given it, and she said, "Amazing."
Yeah, no, I think my friends from Cork City, they brought up some signs, and also brought up like empty signs with markers, and we're like, "Does anyone want to make a sign?"
That is deadly.
So yeah, they definitely probably helped that as well. And yeah, it was amazing. You know, even I don't know. Yeah, there was just so much love everywhere. So much love.
And we got to talk about the performance itself. Obviously, it was kept under wraps for quite a while. You can finally talk about it to us. Can you talk to us about the creative decisions that you went for in the end, and the challenges that the Late Late Show kind of brought to you, and how you counterfeit them?
Yeah. So I guess like we kind of just wanted to make as much of a Bambie world as we could with what we were given, and with the restrictions of it being like a TV studio rather than a live performance venue. But the visual guys at RT worked very well with us. Yeah, they took everything on board that we wanted, really, from that. And Sophie, who did my makeup, also did all the design of all the sigils that you saw on screen, and all the they kind of revamped the Celtic symbols to be more metal as well. And I was asking for props like on the last day because they told me that there wasn't really enough time for props, and then I apparently heard that wrong. So I was allowed props, but all we had were like they had some like trees outside. So I was like, get them in, put them on,
Cut them down.
put them down, put them in. And yeah, I like my whole little queer family crew really came through with like the costume, which just wanted to be a bit ballet, bit Celtic-y, bit witchy and goth. And the one thing I will say, I wish the sound was better, because I think in studio it did sound better for you guys. But we had heard the sound from whatever they sent to the juries the day before, and I just was like, the track is way too low. But I think they brought it up a bit for the actual show. I would have liked more reverb and stuff on my voice, but again, it is a TV studio, like and in Malmo, I think the levels will definitely be slightly just more what's the word? I don't know what the word is. I can't find the word, but nice to my voice.
SVT and production go hand in hand. I think that's fair to say.
Okay, great.
You can trust the Swedes.
But do you know what? I was happy with it. Like I kind of knew that my vocal would be super loud over the track, and I was happy enough with it. Like I still obviously find fault in myself, but I kind of know where that is. I think I think I'll do less of the dancing maybe for Eurovision, so my vocals are steadier. But I'm happy. I was like a crazy witchy demon on that stage.
Your performance was amazing. I personally would love to see like even cooler camera angles, if that's something you can consider when you get to Malmo.
100%. I think that's something that we might even give in the brief of what we want. Like I think that definitely the middle eight needs to be like very close, like picking the moments. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so excited to have such a big stage and like a bigger budget to do things with. And yeah, whoa.
Speaking of your creative team, what are you thinking, or have you had a chance to think creatively about who you'll work with or what you'll do?
Well, I have a few people who we want to add in to the creative team, but obviously I want to keep my crew as creative execs on it, really. Like I think Joel now, Ouch Boy, we're kind of designing the costume together rather than them having to build it themselves. And then hopefully somebody will sort it out for us. And we just have so many ideas flying around about what the staging is. Like we have a group chat is going 90. Our Pinterest is just jam full. And I really want to make something that's just stand out, because like, again, like even from Eurosong, like I was scared about being number 2, like in the placement. And then I think it just shows that it doesn't actually matter what placement I'm in, as long as I make it a spectacle. And as long as it stands out. So I'm just going to make sure that we stand out.
We certainly will. We really will. Can't wait for it. Talk to us a little bit about, post Eurosong. So the minute the credits roll, what happens? You just kind of go back to your dressing room, or is there any like official envelope handed to you from RT to be like, welcome on board, or what happens post Eurosong?
So I went backstage and everyone was clapping down the hallway, and there was like an after party kind of thing in the green room, but I only went in there for like, I think about 5 minutes, because I was just super overwhelmed. And then I kind of went back and was in the dressing room for a while. Michael just came to say congratulations, and we're gonna get to work this week. So to kind of just take a break for the weekend, which I did. But we called into the Odeon and did a little impromptu performance there. But then we went home and we had tea and pizza. And then the next day I went for dinner with my makeup artist Sophie, and in Cork, brought them down to Cork, met my sister, and then we came back to my house and we just saw me on the news. And it's been pretty awesome. There's been no like crazy partying. That's not really for me anymore these days anyway. So I've just been trying to ground myself. But I've got a meeting now on Friday with Michael, and it's all beginning.
The start of the next chapter.
Starting. Yeah.
We got to talk about the Odeon performance because it was amazing. You were up on the bar, you were in the crowd, you were everywhere. What was that like to finally kind of meet your crowd and meet the Eurovision fans that welcome you into the community?
Yeah, it was lovely. It was super lovely. Very scary for me to have a queue of people wanting pictures. And it was fun on the bar. But it was actually quite stressful, because when I played two other of my other songs. I played Tsunami, and it was like were playing it at like double the speed of what it is. So I was like, and
you did it great though. I was singing along with you, and I was like, "Yes, go on, Bambie."
Yeah, it was so nice. It was so nice. You know, I know a lot of people were going to the George actually, but I was like, nah.
Go with the fans.
So yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely.
So now we're obviously in the early stages of preparations, and yesterday the semi-final allocation draw took place, and we know that you'll be performing in the first half of the first semi-final. And we have a lot of other countries who have a great track record in terms of qualification and getting into the final. But we've never had Bambie Thug before. How are you feeling about that? How's your initial reaction of getting into the first semi-final?
Yeah, fine, to be honest. I mean, like, I know some people are like, oh, they're putting all the witches in the same semi-final. I think that's great. I want all the witches in the final. Bring us all, you know. And it's 10 spots from each semi-final, right?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yes, Bambie.
You know what? I think that the people who are allowed to vote for us will get the music as well. And thankfully, we've got the UK, who I think might be behind me, being able to vote. And I just hope that I either open the first half or close it. But again, wherever I am, fine. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. You know, regardless, I'm just gonna be so unhinged and mystical for all of you.
Can I ask? I don't know if you know this. There's like a whole, for this season now up until May, there's like a whole pre-party tour circus. Like, you can opt in and out to what you want to do as an artist. Are you aware of this whole world of Eurovision that lies before you?
People have been asking me about the pre-party stuff, but I'm actually not too sure. Is it performances or is it just parties?
No, it's both. Bit of both. Depends. You know, some pre-parties are like 3-day events and others are one night. You know, it depends on.
There's a bit of press. Like, you may only have time at some of them to do the one song. It's opt in, opt out, really up to the.
But it's a good promotional kind of opportunity.
Well, then I guess we should really do it as much as we can. Because I think seeing me live really changes things for people, and I think maybe we should really take advantage of that. So yeah, I'd love to.
Especially over the last few years, we've seen our acts in particular grow so much, from the Late Late Show performance all the way through to wherever they're heading, whether it be Liverpool or Malmo in this case. You know, it's a great opportunity to get the crowd behind you as much as possible.
100%. 100%. When I love performing live, it's my favorite thing. So count me in.
We got to talk about a music video. I know you were teasing on your Instagram today about a Doomsday Blue music video. Can you give us any little hints about when we might see it or what that might entail?
Well, we have to shoot it pretty quickly, I think. So I mean, I definitely want to use some beautiful pagan sites if I can in Ireland for bits of it. And we're still kind of coming up with the storyline of the concept. I was on the phone to Storm, my creative director, last night talking about it. So it's definitely coming. But like everything, like all my music videos I do, like we kind of, not that they're rushed, but we kind of like, I think maybe it's a neurospicy thing where we're like everything is just done. Like
There's a deadline, get it done.
there's a deadline, get it done, and then the visions, everything go whoosh, with it. But I have some ideas. I don't want to give anything away.
I like the sound of pagan sites. I mean, we're a pagan country. That's
Exactly.
unique to us. Let's
Exactly.
show it off.
But we have so many beautiful places. So
Yeah.
Especially in your postcard, it was beautiful. The
gear,
places you looked incredible.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bambie, there's been such a storm online about you. There's been so many clips going around.
Top
TikTok
10
is
in the
alive.
odds, by the way.
Top 10 in the odds.
I know.
There's so much love for you. Not only just from us. There's a lot from us. But like on behalf of Irish fans and Eurovision fans, there's so much love coming your way. Do you have any message for people who are enveloping you with love right now?
That I feel it so much, and that I multiply it 10 times and send it back to all of you. And thank you so much for believing in me, and I'm not going to let you down.
You never could. You never could.
Well, thank you so much, Bambie, for joining us on the podcast once again. Definitely not for the last time. We can't wait to join you on your journey to Malmo over the next few months. Best of luck with everything. And again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, guys. Lots of love.
Lots of love.